Alright, peace. Real quick, I want to make this real clear. I hear a lot of people wondering about the concentration camps across America and these new laws that's going on. It could be real short and simple. A lot of these concentration camps are holding Katrina survivors and other survivors in hazardous areas. Now, what happened with these survivors, like niggas escaped from Rikers Island or Sing Sing or Attica, they're running around wild, they're mad about Katrina, these females are mad, these kids are mad, and they're not trying to sit down. You know, so they dealing with anxiety, they're dealing with pressure, they're dealing with mad different things. And because it's so much of them around, they got them in concentration camp as people who live in there. They actually live there like living inside of a jail, and they got the kids, the man, the woman, everybody's there, they eating, they've been taken care of by other people all over. All over. It's all over. Like I'm God for real. So they gotta let me know things in different ways. And this is where the knowledge, wisdom, understanding come in. So we have these tools called mathematics that allow you to see through things and around things and in between things. A lot of y'all don't possess this power because you're not gonna change who you are with the power. Like the less you know, the better for us. And I'm gonna say us as plural. There's a lot of other people involved. I'm speaking for the others. I'm the other people involved. There's a society called Winter Baby I play around with, and all this God and Earth and Black and White Devil. Well, collectively we're called the others. OTHERS, the others. I'm just keep it real simple with y'all, some 100 shit. I hear a lot of some conscious thought, people wondering what's going on with the world. Woo, woo, woo. Alright, these concentration camps, once again, are housing people from natural disaster, hood niggas, and hood bitches, alright, that don't want to listen because their shit is destroyed and they can't believe it. They're in denial and they want to go places. Like you want to get on a cab and drive and car and do stuff, but you ain't got no bread. You got no money. So they're holding them for the period of time to decide which way to go about thousands of people that's home, not just black, but white people. It look like prison, yeah, it look like that, but inside they live there like residential people. I know that for a fact. You know, so they got kids and all, boys and girls and all, and they held to survive for Katrina. Now, the thing about this, that eventually they have to be killed. Not because niggas want to kill them, because they're acting unruly and their state of mind is not right and exact. So you gotta be in a Katrina survivor or being a survivor of something catastrophic like a hurricane and watch your mother drown and your sister drown, your homeboy drown, and survive this shit and walk through mud and water and be in a stadium where Oprah was at and be going through mad rowdy crazy shit. And then be housed somewhere and you still have this experience what you done been through. And you still got a state of mind. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So eventually you have to be disposed of, not because you know they don't like you. It's because you know how you say circumstances that present itself, the natural disaster that presents itself causes it to happen. You not being civilized like a brother like myself, or God, or a sister who nods 120, or a brother who nods 120, who has a concept of discipline around other brothers who nods 120. So when you nod 120 behind the wall in prison or on the cipher in the street, you have other brothers around that's militant. You had to act unruly, you had to act savage, you had to act crazy, only because that's the condition they're in. That's the conditioning in America. But if there was a different land, different environment where they was meant to be responsible, where they put security and their livelihood was dependent on them being responsible, the attitude changed. So you're not responsible for yourself. You got the police department, you got the doctors, you got the ambulance, you got the fire department, you got the nigga at the bodega, you got the supermarket, you got the car wash, you got the gas station. These people are responsible for what you need to do to get from A, B, C, D, E. They're responsible to hold things in position for you as a black man or white man or an immigrant to get around the city or anywhere out of state to do what you got to do. You don't own the gas station. Somebody worked there. You don't own the supermarket. Somebody worked there. They work for corporations and different businesses that are put there to cater to your needs as a free slave. As a free slave. We're all technically still slaves. America, capitalism skill is off a slave trade. Money is the middleman. You got clothes now. Before we didn't always have clothes. We didn't always have jewelry. All this bling bling. We didn't always have that. It was one main color. It was gray, white, black. Now you got multiple colors. You got different flavors. You got different hats. You got all this fly shit that brothers and sisters doing now. It wasn't always like this. Over still, I'm trying to show you, it was not always like this. They bleed like you, they shit like you, they get scared like you, and they get happy like you. They want to be accepted and loved and appreciated just like every black man, woman, Chinese, any color creed in America, Indian, Latino, it doesn't matter. Every man and woman have the core concept. Want to be accepted, want to be approved by somebody other than themselves to give them a validation that they are worth something. That's the principle of humanity. Now, how you go about that is up to you, depending if you got to kill a few people to let a few people live. It's called moral decision. You have to make a moral decision. You have to make a moral decision. This is what you call moral. A lot of communities are demoralized through same-sex things going on, gay things, extra gay things, too much gay things. You know, a little bit, certain thing has a limit, but to each his own. But these areas are called demoralized for a reason. It is not like you were targeted. It's the condition of the aftershock of slavery. People wasn't ready for slaves. Everybody wasn't part of the slave trade. People say, why we keep about slavery? Because you have to understand where you at. You all in white America. Be for real about this shit. Stop trying to be funny. Stop trying to be ignorant. Ignorant means a nigga. Nigga, that means, it means someone who doesn't know how to read. Nigga means illiterate. I mean, you can't read. You have to read Bibles for what it is, Quran, dictionary, all types of books. And because of tampering, don't even waste time to read now. Because they've been tampering with encyclopedias, they've been tampering with, but these books have been printed from last year and 3 or 4 years by kids 22 years old. You were 30 and better. A lot of y'all 30 and better. These kids are rewriting our history in their 2019, 18 rich Spanish, white, black, different kids who are the children of the slave masters. You have black slave masters, you have white slave masters, you have Indian, Chinese, Latino. Everybody had their own group of people that was a slave master, and they slave master had kids, and they are still around to this day doing the same thing for their parents, but in secrecy. All right, and they're disguising their intentions. Not to say we all need to be whipped and tortured. Fuck no. They need to have structure though. Everybody needs structure. We need to be. I want to be. How you say, free from danger. I wonder if I have to go make a run to a store down the block. I'm not gonna be jumped by a group of white boys. I want to make sure if I go down the block, if my sister gotta go to the store, she ain't gonna be jumped by a bunch of Spanish guys, or if, you know what I'm saying, or a bunch of women might not jump on my little sister because she has a certain outfit. America want to make sure everybody's secure where we could keep business as usual. Yes, it's about the money. I hate to sound, like I said, I don't use money. Me personally, I use power. I have different limitations for getting money. So I have different haters who might spend hours and years in college, certain jobs to have certain things. If I come get a certain thing, they think it's for free. I don't get nothing for free. I put blood, sweat, and tears behind the wall in prison, in the street, trying to survive while other people watch and laugh and trip me, or when I fell, they laugh when I fell. When I got up, ask for help, to turn their back on me. You know what I'm saying? And when I was being thrown up for buildings and roofs, I had to build my wings on the way down to come back up. Nobody helped me. Even if someone started took my wings from me and said, "You're not worthy." They said, "You're not worthy," because they are catering to people who already have a pre-establishment with other entities. Not no fucking Jesus Christ. They had pre-established alliance with other entities. All right. Every concept works for a different reason. Now, I have self-created my own self with my own entities that was looked upon, how you say, leftovers by other entities. They said, we don't need these parts. We're going to throw these garbage away. So I went to the garbage. And reconstructed the garbage. One man's garbage, another man's treasure. I took all the garbage and made treasure out of it. And we have called the others. The others, winter baby, winter bees. All the zodiac signs are included in this. But me, I'm the head. I'm just calling myself the head as a winter baby. You got the arm, you got the leg, you got the arteries, you got the liver, you got the intestines, you got the chest, you got the 2 lungs, you got your heart. All those parts play a part in everybody's body. But it's only one head. Use your feet to walk, not your head. So when I do that winter baby out there, I'm not trying to say, that we all not winter babies. But we are not all winter babies. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. I'm just selecting a few people that they thought was crazy, or we was garbage, or we wasn't this, that, and the third, and we strive for perfection, and we all have something about us that make us who we are. You know what I'm talking about if you're a Sagittarius. If you're a Scorpio, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a Sagittarius, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. We are the others. In Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, all of y'all are in this together. There's like 50-something zodiac signs out there. Yo, you guys only know of 12, if I'm not mistaken. I put 4 or 5 of us together as winter bees, just to give us a little alliance. We somebody birthday on an ID, such as if he's a Sagittarius, or Capricorn, or Aquarius, or Pisces, or Scorpio. Give them a little leeway. There's nothing special about it as far as you guys are concerned. There's nothing special about it for as you guys are concerned. It's special for me because I am the head of the others. That's why I know things before you know things, and I'm making a Facebook, announcement to y'all. Don't worry about certain things, because I do have magical powers. We all do have magical powers. Every now and then you might see somebody do some magical stuff. They don't need to be rich to have power. You do not have to be rich to have magical powers. Magical powers are like words and spells and books, cookbooks, Quran, religious Bible, health novels, any fiction, health book. Those books are considered magical books. It was a book of spells. Don't let these white folks or don't let these devils misconstrue the power of the mind. Every book is a book of spells. Spell is words that's put together to make you think a certain way, to capture, I put a spell on you. All right, these words are called spell. All right, that's why some people didn't want to read. They didn't want to read enough because if they read what you were saying, they know they put a spell on. White people don't like to read shit. They know the power of words to put a spell on you. They don't like to read. They don't like to do nothing. They like to be dumb as a motherfucker and just act like a geeshy, dumb country swamp nigga. They don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, they just trying to survive. That's a man, woman, and they don't want to read a motherfucking thing. Reading will have a spell on you and put fear into your heart, fear into your mind, put thoughts into your mind that don't even exist. That's the power of words, a spelling. Put a spell on you. All right. Now, there's a way to rewrite those spelling. This is why the mathematics is very important. 12 Jews of life. The supreme mathematical alphabet. Those are the supreme alphabets, supreme mathematics. We are the supreme spell makers. We are the supreme word binders and unbinding words. Better than any white man, Indian, or Chinese. They got to go to grammar school to understand some of this mind bending. It's like rappers rapping or songs that you have a rapper. Eminem, for example. Eminem came to the rap game and used words to describe things. Shakespeare was another person that was like that. Jay-Z, Biggie Small, Tupac, even myself. We use words to manifest how we feel, and the way they sound so magical make you repeat the song for hours. The beat stays in your head. The song Ben came off. You heard that song 3 days ago, but that spell and words is still playing to your mind. Every once in a while you think of this song. It's the same concept with the laws and the words people used to talk to you now. Now you don't have to read the words. They say the words to you like I will fuck you up. That's a spelling word. I is the letter I, F-U-C-K, you up. Fuck you up is a word that has a meaning. That means you will get your ass fucked up. Those words will put a spell on you. You don't have to read it no more. Anybody got to put a place I will fuck you up? Because I will fuck you up. Knowing what that means. With the words, the spell will capture. I mean, you don't have to read them right. You don't have to read them right to be happy for the spell, but you have to read it right to come out the spell. Overstand what I'm trying to show you. To come out the spell, a word that somebody said to you verbally, like I'm gonna put you in jail for 100 years for punching that nigga in the face. You be like, what? Those words will put a spell on you. Now, when you can read them right, and find out he cannot give you 100 years for that, he cannot do this, he cannot. Now you can read them right and use the same words he used against him, because other people use the same word to keep him in check. And if he slip up, they will pick up and execute him, or whoever is wrong or right in the situation. Even with the Ferguson, the Brown, or the situation, like they said, this situation all isolated incident. It's not a group thing. All right, it's not a group. Everybody's doing their own fuck ups all over America. White bitches getting killed every day in Texas. White boys are getting hung, executed every day in everywhere of America. White people are getting fucked up bad in bar fights, in trailer parks, in gas stations. They're homeless. They stinking. They live in tents all over. They twisted. Not just brothers. We are still the minority. We might be 20-something, 37 million in America. There's more people around us than we are that have power with things we don't have power over. We are still the fuel of America. Fuel is another word for capitalism. We're the oil, we're the black oil. What we shop, what we do every day keeps America going. We're not going nowhere. They need us. We are the fuel to America. They need us. Like they say, the white car with the black tires, we are the black tires to America. They're not moving nowhere without us. And that's a fact. But they don't need an extra tire. That's not gonna work. They want to go in the trunk because they got a flat, and this little donut is washed up. They don't need that. They don't need a donut. A lot of you brothers are donut tires. Donut tires, black, white, Latino donut tires. They don't need you. So they don't need you. They'll clap you. They find a way to set you up, poison you, destroy you, and get you out there. So a new black baby could be born. He might events that we all could benefit for. A new black or white or a Latino child, a Chinese child will be born in America that could create a new Microsoft, a new invention, new idea, new something put together that hasn't been done before to help the economy, because we all try to move forward. Okay? Understand me now. Now back to the concentration camp. Don't fuck up. They are real. They're 100% real, and people have to get executed in due time only because their state of mind is not what you think. They're talking like crazy now. It's like aliens has invaded their mind. The world has made a shift. Now you know what I mean. You feeling things, you hearing things, you touching things. Things are being operated through machine. The machine has power now. Your laptop has power. Your computer got this plasma things inside a screen that can make you feel liquid and different stuff through your cell phone. This is nothing new. I'm God body. I'm God body using plasma in your screen. All right, so making you feel comfortable. This is coming from. It's coming from the computers. All right, those are my people. Those are my sons. That's my .1.0.0.10.1.0. That's mine. I know more about than you can imagine. Just for a simple fact, I'm God for real. Now, with that being said, everybody black, relax. Everybody white, relax. Everybody Latino, relax. If you're going through some hard time, relax. We're not going to hurt you. All right? And you shouldn't be scared if you're in the right. If you're guilty, you're going to do some time. If you're doing crime, you're going to do some time. You hurt somebody, you'll be dealt with. Each one, teach one. All right? It's a real live public broadcast from the God Supreme, a.k.a. PAQ-MAN Supreme the First. Those concentration camps are needed to house homeless, savage niggas and bitches and their kids who was so traumatized by Katrina. They're still unbelievable. They still spazzing out. And they want to, and listen to this, not to sound like, not to throw you off, resurrected people. People that was dead, that have woken up. Because I'm keeping 100 with you. We are gods for real. Black people are gods for real. Pharaohs for real. We mummified ourselves. We came back, not in the same physical body, in another physical body. It doesn't mean we can't come back in the same physical body. Knowledge is infinite. We made white people. Look how much shit they doing. We made Latino. We made every other people. So we're the only black civilization for millions of years in America. Limited black people. Not a bunch of us. It's a few of us. I use the metaphor saying that if you ever see a banana or a fruit and you see when it rots, and you put it in a glass container and flies come out of nowhere. We are that fly that came out of nowhere. Self-created flies, walking, flying, and all. Out of a rotten fruit of land that went after years of being made, it was from one stage to another. Take an apple, take an orange, put in a big ass bag, and seal tight, nothing could come in, nothing could come out. I guarantee you, when that shit rots, flies will come out that motherfucker. To show and prove it. A lot of y'all have done this before. This is nothing new. I'm just reintroducing you to a true living God who acknowledges who he is, who has activated himself. A lot of y'all not activated. This is why y'all confused, y'all get scared, y'all get paranoid. I'm past scared, I'm past paranoid. I'm over the top with this shit. I'm inside this bitch. We're inside this. Alright? So relax yourself. PAQ-MAN is God. We are gods collectively, but you keep putting your power to a statue that's not gonna do shit for you. You keep putting your powers in other people who don't really care about you. Only person who gonna care about you is me, because I believe that you really don't believe that you are a creator, a reflection of God. I believe you really think that Benjamin, the $100 bill is really gonna save you, and money closes holds a thing. I believe in my heart that you really do care only about yourself and what makes you happy, what you eat, I really believe in my heart you don't care about nobody else but yourself. So only time you need help is when you're in danger, and then you start calling for God and for people to help you only when you're in danger, not when you party and having a great time in your life. I believe in my heart. That's why I'll have to let you, I'm God for real. And you can talk to me for real. I understand, I've been there, but that statue don't understand that. Them books, words are not going to change because the topic changed. It still say the same thing. Thou shall, you shall this. It won't understand your story. It's not going to give you a different, rephrase that for me, please. You can't tell the Bible, could you please rephrase that? I'm confused. It's not going to say that to you, but I can. I'm present. I didn't ghostwrite that. Other King James 6, they ghostwrite at the time the wise thing to do to civilize slaves. They had to use those to civilize slaves. You had to overstay on time and show you. They used those books of spells to capture slaves, white slaves first, black slaves at all. We all was secretly down with the slave shit. America was secretly put together by other entities, and it's doing very well. It's doing very well. It's just people are greedy. A lot of people are greedy. A lot of people are greedy. Alright? So, and what happens when you're greedy, you know what I'm saying? It gets become detrimental to your health, because now you taking in stuff that you don't need. You become overwhelmed with shit, overfilled, and you know when you put a balloon full of water to it, it busts. Anything you stuff in the car, anything you stuff in your house, anything you stuff in the pillow, anything you stuff in anything you gotta stuff, you're being greedy. You're not setting a limit. You're not setting a limit. It says set a goal in life. Set a limit to the end, set a goal in life and be content with what you got. Set a goal, set a point you wanna make and be content with what you got. All out to I can't stop, will stop, won't stop till the wheels fall off. Fuck you. No, you will stop. Stop lying to yourself. You will stop. Alright? So stop abusing yourself, stop abusing each other. Have an understanding. People have to die for us to move forward. It's nothing new. Death is our reward. Death is reward. When you know about the science of God, when you die, you become an element. You have peace. That's why it's called rest in peace. If you're a savage, you get killed through murder, torture, yeah, those aftershock thoughts will stay for you. If you're 30, for 30 years, 20 years, whatever. If you're young, it's still for young years. But those energy do go forward and backward within your world by your motherfucking self. Nobody else is going to be there with you. Only brother like myself who have the mental capacity and the knowledge and the wisdom, understanding, and electrons and protons within my anatomy to bring me back together. Like they used the Osiris when he was put over the world by Seth and his other niggas, and a woman put him back together. That's a metaphor that could be used to different kind of translation. You can reconstruct yourself. You can rebuild yourself. You can recreate yourself. You ever see a movie, nigga parts all over, and it just slowly start to come back together? Everybody cannot do that. If you break a crab leg will grow back. You break a lobster leg, it will grow back. A rabbit could turn from brown to white in the winter. A brown, funny bunny rabbit, certain rabbits in the winter, when they all brown in springtime, all through the year, when winter time come, that same rabbit will turn completely white. Completely white. And when the weather change comes back to brown again. Okay? A lot of animals, insects can recreate themselves any given time. Any given time. And so can we. They only have 1% that percentage of that power to recreate themselves. They can't do nothing now. They can't ride a boat, they can't drive, they can't fly a plane. They could do those things in their own world to perfection. To perfection. But we as supreme beings cannot. So because we cannot do it to perfection, we have to do it, how I say, indirect. So now what I do instead of coming back, after I decompose now, a child will be born. I'll be incepting that child to be born again. I have to be 18 years old to show them who Pac-Man is back. I'll have a different name. My name is Pac-Man Supreme, and I'm woo. Like, oh shit. If you remember me dying, and you lived to see another kid had the same way, that nigga act just like Pac-Man. He act just like Supreme. Oh, that's the God Supreme. We do come back. Not in the same body all the time, because like I said, certain insects and animals we already gave them that gift. You could come back to the same crab, break 2 legs. If he give him time, those 2 legs will come back and he'll be the same fucking crab. If that bunny rabbit turned from motherfucking brown to white, that same bunny rabbit before he leave this land, where he's at, will come back brown every time. You are not gonna grow your legs back. You're not gonna grow your arm back. You're not gonna get the disease out of you. You have to really die to decompose, and you will come back. And the way you'll know if you have an established mental foundation like supreme mathematics, supreme Africa. You remember, you're dealing with the white people slave mentality. They destroy you mentally first, and then building you physically inside, destroy mental. So when your physical destroy, your mental destroy, put you in that hell. We made that for a reason. That's for y'all being disloyal. It's love for y'all being heathens and lies and thinking you better than everybody else just because you got $2 or a tank full of gas or 5 bits of 5 niggas. Wake the fuck up, white people. You're not better. Wake the fuck up, because these niggas are your product. Our brothers and sisters, your product. These are the product of your aftershock of slavery. This is the product of Jim Jones, Willie Lynch, Jim Crow. This is the product of the Negroes. Are the product of your bad business, your bad construction, the Jews, the bad business that I've been dealing with. This what happens now. So you have to deal with this shit. When the North and South popped off, they made the slave free. So you have to deal with this shit. This is what happens when you become lazy and don't do work and want to complete your task as a chore, put yourself as a chore. I seen you out to the West. I seen the footage when I was going through the Great Depression. I see how you got with horse and carriage. I see with your family. I see you starving. I see you losing weight. I see you fully dressed. You don't see where the niggas at? Twisted, butt naked, hanging, twisted. We was going through the same shit, butt naked, no shoes, cold feet, numbed, freezing. Alright? We had to go through that. We went from picking cotton to the best cotton. We had to buy stuff on slave. We had to buy a thing. You too. You yourself had to do the same thing. You was inmates. Criminals from Europe, criminals from Africa, criminals from other parts of the world. There was other black people here already. There was black Indians already in America. There was boyhead through their own exile for being thieves. From Haiti to Jamaica, Mexico, North and South Canada. We've been had Indians, black Indians here. Thieves. They lived to be years age that you couldn't understand how old they get to live. And we did too. Integrating with certain kind of people caused us to live less and with more problems than we ever intended to have as supreme being human beings on planet Earth. But I'm not here to point fingers at no white or black concept fucking up. I'm just here to let you know there is a way to correct yourself. Alright? Let nature take its course. Alright? If you're not responsible for certain things, don't act like you're responsible for things. If you can't do something, don't act like if you don't give a fuck, you better give a fuck. Acknowledge this thing's going around you. You're not black, you're not a target. You are the fuel to America. All right, Black and Latino, you are the fuel to our economy. You can't have an economy if people don't work. You can't have a capitalism concept. There's no exchange going on. Import, export. There has to be a fuel. It has to be pistons pumping for the machine of America. There's nowhere in the world it's not going to move. If it don't move, it stop, which a lot of people call being on vacation or I'm not working, it's not a problem for a lot of us. We don't need to work. A lot of us are self-reliable. Some people can grow their own food. Some people eat less. They drink water, eat fruits. They work out. The sun go down, they rest. The sun come up, they get up. They live in parts of America where the sun is out longer, like in the middle, in the south where it's more sunny. Even here we have a summertime, it's more daylight. And when it's nighttime, you fall back. Everybody lock their door. We all go on to rest. When the sun come up, we all wake up. Y'all be up 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. You need electricity now. You got to make a plug, got to make a socket. You need a cell phone, you need a TV, you need a car, you need all this shit. All that extra shit is what's making you have problems now. Shit that you need that you don't really need, shit that you want. Like in Africa part of the world, it's like 9, 10 o'clock, the sun is just going down. So they don't really care about the shit we care. Their worry's not the same. You see them rioting and marching in those countries. They don't go to McDonald's after that. They don't go to Burger King, Applebee's, or BBQs after. They stay hungry. They don't even be hungry. They make salat. They pray. They talk. They might smoke a little piece of bread. They good for weeks. Y'all niggas always talk about y'all hungry. I eat once a meal a day. I eat 1 meal a day. I barely eat breakfast. I might eat oatmeal once every 3-4 days. I don't know how to strategize my meal. Yet still my food do roll out. My food run out. I don't kill myself. I don't go sell stuff or pawn shit. I don't pawn shit. I keep mine. I'm wise with my ways. If I actually would come out, I really need it, and don't be funny about it. If I don't smoke something, I really don't. I know why I don't. I know more about shit than you do. That's for everybody. So if I actually come out, don't try to be funny. I really need a couple dollars. Doesn't matter. I have power still, nigga. I have power. I still have more power than you know about. Just on this concept alone. I'm not gonna sell myself. I would ask first. Why I actually take shit. I just put my fucking pistol in your mouth and take shit, nigga. I'm a stick kid. I'm the original thug. I'm from the God concept. We make it, we own it, nigga. I make this I own it. I'll do what I want, but I make it I own it. Who the fuck are you to tell me shit? Okay? So pardon the energy, but the moral story is those concentration camps are for people who are lost mentally, physically, who are born again, people who had legally died and reincarnated themselves through the power of gods. Because we are God. You just didn't know you was God. White, black, and all that. I think I seen a show, but I was tight. I myself knew that. I've been there. Look how much shit I've been doing in my life, y'all. Illegal shit. These cops ain't pussy. I'm just God for real, though. They're not pussy. These cops ain't pussy. These devils ain't pussy. They didn't believe a black man could be a Harry Potter. Those who we kept in the dark. We didn't just keep black people. We keep a lot of white people in the dark for a reason. And a lot of my own whites know what's going on. A lot of them don't know shit. Like that nigga crazy. That nigga. He's stupid. Yes, you need to say that. Because when you say that, niggas hear you say that, they gonna say the same thing you say. When white people know what I know, they ain't saying a motherfucking thing. They shut the fuck up. And they saw, and they meek, and they're not that tough. That's why y'all take advantage of y'all, be bullying them, try to beat them up, because they fear, because they know what you do, what you know not. Because you don't know, so you tough white boy, you tough nigga, you tough Spanish, you got a gun, you got a jaw, you got your own theory, your own whatever. Ooh. Now the people who know what I'm saying to be a fact, they're not arguing, they just get to death because they know we are real. They know we are real. They know we are real. And I part of them, I let them slide. They living with us for real. They got their own. They don't need to be around black guards. They know we cold blooded. They got their own shit, and we got to play for them on some real G shit. They play their part very well. They're good, honest, wholesome people. They don't want no problem. They don't want to fight you, Shamika. They don't want to fight John. They don't want to fight white boy Tom. They want to fight nobody. They want to be at peace. They earned that. They earned that. They earned that. Alright, so with that being said, the concentration camps are out there for a reason. Yes, people are getting executed. It's in the law now. It's in the law. It's capital. They own you. You have a birth certificate. You got a social security card. You owned by the government, by the state, by the federal. The birth certificate is the receipt that you were born in America. I mean, if you were born in Italy, you was black man, you're Italian. If you were born in Jerusalem, you're Jewish. If you were born in Russia, if you're a black man, if you were born in Russia, you're a Russian. If you're a white woman, you were born in Africa, you're African. If you're a white woman, you're born in China, you're Chinese. If you're a Latino complexion person, you were born in fucking Africa, you're African. If you were born in America, you're white, you're American. If you're born in America, you're black, you're American. Understand this. So that paper they give you from the hospital is your birth certificate. That's your receipt. Because in America, they got something called capitalism, and trade is our business. We trade people for services and goods and stuff of that nature. This is a business. Understand what I'm talking about. And it's in God we trust. You know why? Because now I'll pop off. So when they say that shit, they pretend to say they really don't trust God. Because people who run a certain thing know they're not right in exact. So because they're not right in exact, and I know that, we're in cahoots with this bullshit. I kid you not. God and devil are in cahoots. That's saying Jesus Christ and Lucifer are in cahoots. Satan and the angels are in cahoots. The angels and the demons are in cahoots over you. I'm gonna keep 100 with you. They are in cahoots. Straight on some G shit. We are working together to fuck you up. In cahoots, people who are not devils, people who don't believe in God and devil, who are not in our concept. We're in cahoots to use you as we please. I'm using you for good, they use you for bad, and at the end of the day, the foundation is life itself, who really want you to do nothing but be at peace. And that's what other countries are promoting, peace. That's what I promote too. I want to go back to peace, but I can't keep go back to peace because the devil got y'all doing shit. And I gotta use the God concept to show you this is why you're not supposed to be doing that. The devil gonna tell you, fuck God, do this because you're gonna have this. I'm saying, listen, you have to do like that. So me and the devil are arguing over you. I kid you not. And the foundation is life itself. And it's peace. The devil's trying to sell you life. The devil trying to tell you live your life. I'm God. I'm trying to double your life and so you can live longer doing like this. We're both in cahoots to take over your mind. I'm trying to give you the better picture. Devil trying to give you the easier way to do shit. I'm trying to give you the stronger version that if you do it like this, you'll last longer. The devil said, fuck last longer. Get it in and get it out and have a good time. And and when you die, fuck it. And here come life. Life is the foundation and it's right. And when it's all finished, it's gonna be nothing but peace. Understand this. And that's only because that's the truth. That's only because that's the truth. So now when you have life, when you're living, you have God and the devil, demons, Satan, and they're all in cahoots to fuck with you. They're all in cahoots to fuck with you. None of them is better for you, but peace. Why are you still alive? That means you have to be able to grow your own food, have your own water. There is no money thing going on. You have a wife or a woman. You cannot have two men or two women. You have to have a man and a woman concept. Man and woman only. Like an Adam and Eve, there's no two men, there's only man and woman, or brothers and sisters. That's it. Don't even try to make no babies. We at that stage of peace. Understand this couple, two XY chromosome. That's it. That's the sign. That's the core nature of a long life. Then when you get to 99 years old and your wife is 95 years old and you 99, you rest in your bed together, or you have separate bed for whatever reason. Y'all want to do the same thing, or you might have an arm, shoulder, whatever. You might have a bad back, a different kind of bed, but y'all walk around the house. When you finally 99 years old, when you rest, you go back to the essence. And that morning she wakes up, she said, "Dear baby, what's going on?" And you don't move, and she said that smile on your face, you know you back at the essence. You at peak, you know, ooh, daddy went back to the essence. And when you lay down, maybe the same day, you go back to the essence. You heard these stories in the past. A man dies on Monday, his wife dies on Wednesday, or she dies on Wednesday, he dies on Thursday. Couples, they've been together 20, 50 years at peace. When they leave the physical body, the energy intertwined. That's what you call soulmate. Not two man and not two women. That's the devil playing game with y'all. Y'all bought the shit. Y'all having a party, fucking each other up. That's your business. It is what it is. I'm not entertaining that. But I am gonna let you know there's concentration camps do exist. People are dying. More people will die, and I have to go back to the essence too. I don't use the word dying or death because I'm God body. I'm a little above those kind of mental games. You have to go back to the essence because the essence is where your original state of mind is at. Your original state of mind is called the essence. That's where everybody goes. If your original state of mind is a product of white America, you have a slave mentality, or you have a foreign slave, or you have an oppressed mentality, or you have an anger or negative mentality of having a proper person, place, a thing, that is what's going to consume you finally. And your experience that you have brought through your world that have you thinking when you thinking like fuck everybody. That's what's gonna be your hell for whatever age you go forward. It's gonna be the same way back. And if you correct your way of thinking and get some new education, is to act a certain way and get with a female if you're a male, or get with a male. You have to get an opposite person. You have to get him. If you're a man, you have to get a woman. If you're a woman, you have to get a man. You don't need no children. Use a child already. You don't need to plan for no kids. Kids is a business. Kids are business for workers to grow up to own a business or a franchise. I mean, if you're not trying to have a business, you want to be at peace. You want to be at peace. 1 and 1. If you know anything about supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet, or supreme 12 joules life, the 11th letter is supreme to the 12 joules. Is the 11th letter is peace. Peace is 1 and 1. That's why we say peace. God knowledge. Peace. That's two people. Two people equals a wisdom. That's your woman. That's a wise dome. Your dome is your domain where you be at. Your wise is a wise woman around you. That's what you need, brothers. A wise woman. Woman, that's what you need. A God. A knowledgeable man that can teach you so you can be wise around him, so you can make him feel comfortable, he can make you feel comfortable. You do not need a child to be completed in this concept. You do not need a child to be completed in this concept. You just need your man and your woman. That's all you need. If you have a child, more power to you. add on properly with proper education. Our power will supersede everything else. Our power as gods will supersede any technology, any weapon made by a white man or any man that to go against the body. Remember, he has his own physical body, and I have my own physical body. And our concept of understanding, when it comes to that point, I could die, part of something, I can't die. You guys can die. Only because you don't have the same knowledge of 120 and you're not activated to that highest extreme of that power. You still have other things in your world to pull you back and forth to make you feel less of a man. I gotta be at work, or so you're stressing me out. I ain't got no bread. I gotta be at the club. You got other things that demand you to be places where it takes away from your confidence because you can't do it. You feel like you're letting somebody down, or you're ashamed, or you're embarrassed because you gotta do something. Those kind of devils or negative way of thinking is what's gonna keep a lot of you brothers oppressed by your own way of life. It won't allow you, even if you die, if you get hit by a car, instead of survive, you'll die. If you catch a cold, you'll die. Everybody shoot you. I myself survive all the time. I'm supreme intelligent. I'm at my maximum capacity. I'm the best version of myself at the present moment, physically and mentally. The best physical version of myself at the moment. I'm trying to teach you guys that. But you have to understand that everybody's world is different, but you need the foundation with supreme mathematics. Once you have the mathematics, after, what about the 120 lessons? That's not your business. That's our secret. The 120 lessons is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the supreme mathematics and the alphabet, 12 jewels. 3 different things I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the student enrollment. I'm not talking about the 1 to 14, the 1 to 36, the 1 to 40. The solar fact, actual fact, that's none of your business. That's our secret. That's none of your business. I'm talking about the alphabet, A to Z, and knowledge to cipher, and knowledge to happiness. That's it. And I have those available. If you need it, I'll be your enlightener. And that's it. OG Pac-Man the first is will and can't teach you every day. Be your enlightener. We build on Facebook in person every day till the sun till we do it again. Alright? So stop stress. The concentration camp is not for you unless you act unruly, you get arrested, you get captured, then it's for you. You're doing your job, you're working properly, you're not selling drugs, you're not pimping, you're not holding, you're not robbing, you're not doing something illegal that could get you in trouble. If you're doing something illegal at the moment, set a goal, get your few stacks off and stop doing that bullshit and invest in something else and get clean money quick. You see, I took a pay cut. I told y'all niggas I took a pay cut to be out here. This is serious, man. I'm not hustling, I'm not selling, I'm not paying, I'm not mac, I'm just taking my time, I'm enjoying all my bullshit benefits, man. And maximizing these shit. I'm looking for sales. I'm looking for bargains. I don't even want a record deal. I don't even want a record deal. I'm nice. That's how on point I am. I don't want no record deal. I don't want no movie deal. I don't want nothing. I'm nice. I don't want no advances from nothing. I want no advances. I want to maintain my circumference from the minimum that I have. That's 100% in my control. This is where less is more. This is where less is more. This is where less is more. It's where less is more. And knowledge is power. This is where information, that's why I tell you, snitching is in. Knowledge is power. And that's what you say is a fact. That is a fact. That means telling the truth is what you need to know. Snitching is in. The truth is in. Lying is out. No lying. Lying is whack. Lying is whack. Lying will get you killed. I don't even lie. I practice honesty. You have to practice honesty. Alright? So don't worry about the concentration camp unless you do some illegal shit, unless you do some rowdy shit. It will snatch you and execute. That's the law. We don't need you crackhead bitches and niggas fucking up our black people shit, or white people shit, or Latino shit, or Mexicans who try to get a piece of this pie. We don't need this shit. Nobody needs this shit because you stressed out. He's stressed out. Find a bridge, jump to the ocean, or get yourself to this concentration camp. They will take you in gladly. Donate your body to science. If you're healthy, donate that shit to science. Let them take care of you. We don't need to hear all this shit about people getting shot and people. Fuck that. Stay the fuck in the house. You know you got a crackhead son. Keep that bitch after in the house. You know you got a fucked up daughter. Get that bitch in the house. Stop running out in the fucking street like black people. These other people dying. White people dying every day by other white people. Why? They just don't want to blow it up. They just want to put their business out there. White people. John is fucking up Dave on the regular. Katie just shot Chrissy. Lynn owe that bitch money from Chris and Meth. She ain't paying back yet. That dirty white bitch Suzanne, she doing stupid shit. I'm telling you this for a fact. All across the trailer park, from Oklahoma to Ohio to California to Long Island, these devils are fucking each other up. They fighting again, and they scared. And they scared. From the clan to the sand, they all scared. Fuck if they ain't. Fuck if they ain't. They're weak for real. They can't be in the sun for long. They get sunburned. What the fuck are you talking about? They're from the caves for real. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Niggas, leave them alone. Start acting unruly. Control yourself. These crackers are scared to death. They gotta come at you like they're scared for real. They ain't that tough. They work out. You think they push a button, they just get muscles. They gotta lift weight and box and learn moves too. Nigga, just like you. They scared for real. They get shot too. Nigga, what? Nigga, hey, stop thinking these white boys are Superman, man. Stop Stop thinking these devils are that. They're not that. They devils. They're weak and wicked, man. You are stronger than them in concept, nigga. Your presence alone got them scared to death, nigga. The fact that you a free slave and you was always strong and they was lied to. They don't believe in Jesus Christ either. They're doing the right thing. Work. If I go to the store and I don't steal, I don't go to jail. Yeah, because the police department is set for the reason of being a GAURD. They're supposed to do what I'm doing, what the brothers doing when we writing Zach. We are the raiders. The guards are the raiders. You slip, we come to like bats if you do something wrong. We come to like flying animals. Guards are like the raiders, nigga. We like aliens. We hang out on trees. We eat things. We wait for y'all. We gotta understand it with man. When man say, "God help me," I can't as a lion. I can't as a cobra or a snake or an animal or a cat or a dog and put him on. I can't as a beast and help them as a bear or something. He acknowledged the fact that I helped him as a beast or an animal. He know God got many different ways of doing things. So if I gotta put people in position to help to keep these slaves in control, so be it. White slaves first, nigga. Keep them white bitches in control. Keep them white kids lined up properly. Now get them niggas in line. Get the Latino, get the Mexican. Everybody line the fuck up properly and go back to your home. And go get something to eat and work out, listen to some good music and turn that shit down. And turn PAQ-MAN the fuck up. Feather music.